What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. Episode 27, continuing along in the Siofra River well. We're going to be picking back up. We obviously cleared part of this area. We don't have the map yet, but we're getting that in just a second. So, to head on out, the first thing I want to point out is this obelisk. Now, there are a bunch of these in this area, and we need to light up 8 of them to gain access to the boss. As we light the first one, you can see that thing over there lit on up. It's kind of getting you like, oh, there's a thing that lit. Let me head on over here. And you want to head on over here, because right here, look at that. Oh, what a beautiful item. The map of the Siofra River. So just to give you an idea of where we're going to go, we're going to be heading up this area to get some stuff. And then we're going to kind of work through this whole zone. We're going to head on over here and do some stuff, and curve all the way around, and curve around, and we're going to go up here and do some stuff, and then curve around, and then go on over, and then get a thing over here. And then we're going to wiggle our way back down. We're going to grab some loots, do a little bit more wiggling, a little bit more wiggling, a little bit more wiggling, get some stuff that's over here, a little bit more wiggling, and then we'll be back to a boss. So that was the quick and dirty. It'll be a lot easier as we just go along. And the first thing we're going to do is just head southwest, straight up this hill from where we're at. I would suggest killing these guys as you see them. You shouldn't have any issue killing them while mounted, especially if you're using the halberd. You can just walk up and beat them. For some reason, you get off the map. Quick core frost stomp should do a big chunk of damage. Oh my god, I hate these things so much. This area, if you can get this whenever, we don't have to get it now, but I think it's worth getting now. Personally, I think Kaled is a little bit harder than this zone, so I like clearing it out now. There's a couple scarabs around here we're going to grab to load up on flasks as well, so don't worry too much about your healing. There's going to be more graces. This. So from here, we're going to head pretty much northeast, just to kind of mark where we're going. It's like here-ish. No, that's not it. We want to go, well, we want to go more in here, and then we're going to head on over there. It's a little bit tricky to kind of show exactly where we're going on the map. Most of this zone I've remembered more just because I've been through it so many damn times. So a good indicator here. If we're going this way, you know, here's where our grace is at. From the grace, just jump on up. That's probably the easiest way to know where we're going. And this is super useful. That will allow you to create the boluses that you can use to get rid of rot. Obviously, we need some rarer stuff like sacramental buds, but those are going to be super, super useful to have later on. And now we're just going to kind of stay right along the path and just kind of cruise through here. And we're going to get this whole upper area. There's more of these dudes we're going to kill. Stuck on a tree. I will say, if you're just looking to load up on like animal bones and stuff, maybe you're using arrows, you can get a ton of that stuff around here. You just got to deal with these hellish archers. So that is our second obelisk of the 8. And then, like I said, we're just going to kind of be just staying along the edges here. So continue along. And there should be another one that pops up right here. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Thank you for hitting my horse like that. That was very... Oh my god, you little shit. Ugh, I hate these things. It's also another good thing to point out. Those lightning things that you see, if you get near them, you can't actually damage them, but they will rapid fire off a bunch of lightning at you just to kind of show one. Best bet is to just dodge and they'll fade away. There's a teleporter right here. Ignore that. That'll just teleport us much deeper into this area, and it'll just kind of mess up where we're going exactly. So from here, we're gonna head east, kind of northeast outward. Same as before. We're just kind of cruising along, checking each area out. Right here we have another obelisk. We'll hit that one. There should be more hidden ones. The biggest threats are the ones that start with the bows. The bow ones, they are deadly. And part of the way I've planned this area out is so that we take out the majority of these archers from behind, just so that you're not riding along on your horse and arrows come flying in and start destroying you. So, I mean, if you want to go free willy here and just explore all over the place, that's on you. I am not responsible for multitudes of arrows you're going to take to the chest. Oh, so we're going to pop out down there, so don't worry about that for now. But we can go over here and grab the glovewort real fast, as well as the foulfoot. Up the scaffolding. There's another one up top. He may drop down, depends if he sees you or not. And then right over here, you can see there's a drop. I'm gonna go around for some more loot. I'm just gonna follow this path. Now there's gonna be a merchant tucked away back in here. No, what a great spot to set up a shop, right? When you drop down, you'll see some loot over there. Don't grab that just yet. Talk to the merchant first, because once you get over there, we're going to get aggroed. So anything you want here, grab. In particular, I'm going to buy up the stoneware keys. Larval tears are always good. I already have 4 of those, so I don't really need it. Soap, oil pot. This is dappled white and cured meat. Shodel is actually a pretty nice curved sword. We'll cut through shields. And we're going to get a special bow later that uses these dwelling arrows, so if you want to load up on those, you could. But, you know, there's nothing here that we, like, need. It's just, you know, it's mainly things that I'm like, oh, yeah, that's good. I'm going to get some of that. So, go on and grab the hefty beast bone. Drop on down. Big old Miranda flower. And you don't need to kill this thing. We're just kind of running past it. And grab those smithing stones. And then once we come out, it's just right where those squids were that I was talking about earlier. Oh no. Nice. Oh god, no. Are you gonna, you're gonna make this is gonna be a whole thing, isn't it? Okay. Alright, well, here you go. Yeah, just good old heavy attack as always. Hit him with the heavy, hit him with the critical. Alright, now we're gonna go back over to here. We're gonna continue heading northeast, and you can see just off in the distance there's a grace. Now, personally, I wouldn't suggest resting at the grace because we've already gone around and we've killed a bunch of things. If you are low on flasks, you can rest, but I wouldn't recommend it right now. While we're over here, there should be another obelisk right here. Try and trigger the lightnings. Go and hit that. And then right over there, there's another one you'll see. At this point, that should be... I lost track of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe this is our 5th. Because we had the one at the start, we had the one that was back, we had the one in the middle of the river, and that was 4, so this should be number 5. So we're gonna just kind of stay along this wall right here. Just keep this wall on our left-hand side. And as you cruise along, you'll see more ancestral hunters, and they're just kind of all stopping and praising the moon or whatever. We're gonna take them all out. This real fast. We're gonna go over and get this guy. Truth be told, I don't know exactly which ones are the archers and which ones aren't, and that's why we're basically just killing all of them and also not resting. Where's that last one? There he is. So we don't want to deal with these things at all. You can see killing those 3 that picked us up should have refilled our flasks, so we're looking good on that front. Head on over here and kill the ball. So get the square off. Gonna jump over here. Hit this. Should be obelisk 6. My math is right. We're gonna head on over and get that little guy, which is a stonework key. Let's take this little bridge. First, we're gonna go along this path, and we're gonna get a rune arc that's tucked away. Someone was asking why I don't use the rune arcs. I mean, they're good, you know, there's no reason not to. If you have, like early on we didn't have a bunch, now that we have like 12, you know, feel free, pop it. It gives you extra stats. I mean, they're just good to have. I don't know. I have no real reason for not using them. A lot of the time I don't really feel like they're necessary, but, you know, if you're just cruising through, you might as well have one active. If you're up against a boss where, you know, you're dying a bunch, I wouldn't recommend like popping one before every boss fight. But as long as you're cruising and you feel good and you're managing your health okay, might as well have one active. It's just gonna make you stronger all around. Head on over here to get the seed. Up some materials. And how many are we on right now? We have 2, so 1 more seed before another flask. Okay, and right up there, that's where we killed that Dragon Knight at the end of the last episode. Jump. And you're going to want Torrent for this part. I don't know if you need Torrent, but I've never done this without Torrent. I don't know, it looks like a pretty high jump, you know? And just hug the wall all the way around. Get the key. Hug it coming back. There we go. Making really good time in this area. And now we're gonna head down the bridge again. So this next part is probably gonna be the trickiest part of the area. I would suggest getting your magical anti-one-shot bubble up. And we're gonna approach from the left, and you can see some archers already lining up. You can use this tree to block one shot. And then just keep going. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, and get the gate. Get the grace. Alright, now we're gonna take these archers out. I'm really curious about something, because these are technically magical arrows. Wow, never mind. I can't even if I wanted to parry that, I can't. Came out way too fast. Alright, they are down. Yeah, this place is not fun, man. Like, these archers... Oh, stop it. Like, I remember the first time I came here, I was looking like a frickin' porcupine with the amount of crap sticking out of me. I remember if there's loot on that backside. I believe there is, but... Take a quick peek just to confirm. Ghost Club work. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, never mind. I would have survived that anyway. So this next part, we don't need to do this right now, but we're gonna go up here and get a grace just for later. So a couple episodes ago, we got the Arsenal Charm, which I mentioned is really nice for melee builds. And it can help you out a lot, you know, just to recap on that thing. Why don't I even have that on? This guy, it's going to raise your maximum equipment load. You know, pretty good all-around item. However, there is an upgrade to this that we can get. Now, it is a little bit of a pain in the ass. I'm going to briefly explain it now, but once again, I want to reiterate, I would not recommend doing this at this time. When we get up top, we can take this path along, and then we go up here, and there's a Coliseum. There's 2 giants that you have to fight past, and then once you get to the Coliseum, you talk to the jar, and after talking to the jar, you then have to summon 3 separate NPC invaders and beat all 3 of them without dying. This is a lot harder than it sounds. If you're offline, the invaders are preset. If you're online, the invaders are pulled seemingly from whoever else had finished it before you. And because of the prevalence of certain items in the game, what this means is that by the time you get up there, you're probably just going to have to fight 3 meta mages that are spamming Moonveil slashes at you. So I would recommend being a much higher level. We are going to run on over here real fast and just grab a quick replacement Stonework key. This weird kind of very grizzled bear, do not mess with it. This thing is insanely strong. We don't belong here right now. Oh God, no, please, Mr. Bear, don't. I just want to grab the key. Come on. Ah, no! Oh no, oh no. Oh my God, we survived. It's a miracle. Oh no, it's not a miracle. So yeah, you remember coming here, this is where we grabbed the early sombering item. Now shit, that kind of messes up my whole flow for this area. Back to the deep well. That's very unfortunate. I was hoping to just grab that key and then run back down the elevator. That did not work out like that. Why don't I even go to the deep well? Might as well go back to below the well. So yeah, I mean, there's a key there. You don't need to get it right now. I would not suggest trying to fight the bear, though. That's a big no-no. That bear is deadly right now. He will mess you up. On the just to put things in perspective, on the prep stream, we fought the bear, and what I had to do to defeat the bear in the prep stream was basically hide inside where the elevator was and spam abilities to hit the bear while he was stuck at the door. The bear is very deadly, and you do not want to deal with him. Man, y'all just got that combo chain. Alright, so that was certainly unfortunate, because now everything has respawned, but, you know, it gives us a more apt comparison. Let me see where we're at on our notes. I grab all this formic rock. So we did the merchant, we got the grace, used the elevator, but we're not going to do that for now. Okay. So now we are going to head south. And this time we're just keeping the beautiful starry sky on our left-hand side. And we're just going to head south pretty much the whole way. There's like a couple loose loots here and there that you may spot. Like this guy right here. You need... See, this is why I didn't want to rest, is there's stuff to get crimson flasks. Since all the enemies respawn, just keep an eye out, because there is the chance that we might run into some archers that had previously been taken out. It's obelisk number 7. Continue south some more. There's another teleporter here. Once again, ignore it. This is basically going to teleport us back to like that first teleporter that we passed that I said we didn't need. Just going to keep cruising along. Coming up on that gray site that we grabbed a while ago. Just to kind of help piece together where we're at in the zone. Speed things up a little bit. Man, I love Hoarfrost Stomp. It's such a good Ash of War. AoE damage on it, frostbite proc on it. It just sucks because it's probably going to get nerfed because there's people in PvP that's all they do is they chase you and they spam Hoarfrost Stomp. Which, like, it's not effective like that, you know? It's fantastic as a tool in PvE, but you can't just chase people and be like, stop, 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 stop. Like, I'm just going to roll away. It's never going to hit. So this is probably going to be the trickiest part. There are a bunch of these ancestral archers hiding in the woods. And you've already seen what they can do if left alone. This is the teleporter that we took up to the Dragonkin soldier in that last episode. Some more dueling arrows. And what we're doing, to pull this all together, we're working over to there. That's our final pillar, but right now we're just kind of running back and forth in these woods. We're trying to get all of the hidden archers to spawn, because what I find is if you just rush that pillar on top of all the guys that are already over there that you're going to have to fight, suddenly there's a lot of archers that you did not see that decide they want to join the fray. And so you can very, very easily get pin cushioned by dudes that you just weren't aware of. see, it'll say powers gather somewhere in Horned Remains. If it does not say that, then you missed one of the obelisks. Rewind the video, get through all of it. Okay. So I think we're good. There's a couple... Just want to check along this path. Let me check my notes. Head south for a ton of hunters in the final obelisk. Bunch of shit loot in this part that you can loop and grab. Alright. That's accurate notes. I think we grabbed most of it, though. We can ignore them. I know there is some stuff over this way. We'll do the little bridge real fast. See, this is what I'm talking about with shit loot. It's like a golden rune 3. I don't need a golden rune 3. It's not going to make any difference. Random Trinia's Lily. So we can do this. Now you'll notice an item right when we jump, just for a brief second. You probably saw it. I'm going to show you how to get to it. I don't think it's worth getting. It's just some dueling arrows. And it is a very sketchy parkour section to get to it. There we go. Now you'll notice off in the distance is a dude. That is a Crucible Knight, and we get teleported over there. Remember how I said that there was a Belfry Tower? That Belfry Tower will bring us on over to that Crucible guy. So there's nothing else over there, it's just that single Crucible. There might be like a rune or something, but nothing of actual like, oh yes, I have to go there, it's important. So now you get to walk around this sketchy part. Come on. See, it's stuff like this. Like right now, I'm floating in the air, man. I don't feel comfortable with this. Because I know if I like go too far, I'm just gonna like fall to my death. Let's just try going around this way. Oh, God. That's what I'm talking about. Do not like. Jesus. And you can see nothing else over here. It's just a big bottomless void. But by doing all of that and making yourself incredibly uncomfortable, you have earned your reward. 10 dueling arrows. Hop down, jump back up. Whee! Right where we're at right now, you can find Blythe here. His quest line is much later. We don't even need to talk to him. But we'll probably go through that anyway, just because I might as well. Grab the golden rune. Hop on down. Hop across. And we got the hornbow. So hornbow is actually not bad for those of you that want like a pretty solid early bow option. 10, or it has a 12 int investment, but 10 strength, 14 dex, and you'll notice it has some split magic damage on it. You're not going to see scaling on that magic damage, but the idea is you use the bow in conjunction with the dueling arrows that we've been picking up, and it's supposed to unlock its true power. If you want a magic bow, there's a magic bow. It's not really that important, to be honest. But yes, on to the boss. So the boss we are about to fight is the Regal Ancestor. Let me check my notes. Hornbow, back up top and northeast for Teleporter. South, we did all that. Eggs, Ocular Dragon, grab Ghost 5, America Scar Seal. Okay. This boss is pretty easy. It's kind of like, you know, he's gonna fight similar to Sif, if y'all remember Sif from Dark Souls 1. This will feel a little bit like that, but he hops around in the sky. There's a version of this later we fight that's much more difficult, but this version, I don't think he's too bad. You shouldn't have any issues with this. Do I have my... I don't know. I do have it. Cool. Blood Flame Blade. I really like the music here. That's like a poison mist. It will hurt, but not like a ton. You can kind of see what I'm talking about with the Sif, where it's like if you just stay on top of him, you avoid most of his bullshit. How about that soundtrack, though? Down, and we'll get the follower ashes. That's that obnoxious guy that shot you with the bow so much, and you should have your trophy. So, from here, next up is gonna be Caelid, which is ironic, because, you know, fighting through the boss, we're actually below Caelid right now. So, head on over to the Rot View balcony. If you decide you want to push ahead into Caelid, don't blame me for your deaths. This place is terrifying. Honestly, I dread Caelid more than the late game zones, but we're wrapping things up, and we'll catch y'all soon as we get on into it.